Baby J, what's going on, man? What's happening? What's up, bro? What's going on, man? Welcome to the Blaze, dog. Hit that like button for me, cuz. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Hey. Hit that like button for me, dog. Just outside, man. I been said I was gonna go live, but shit, nigga got a little big. So you at work pondering? At work pondering, huh? Getting it in at work. That what's up. That what's up. That what's up, dog. Can't stop by the Blade while you at work. That what's up. Where you at? I'm in the backyard. I'm just in the backyard. Had to put in some work, man. That's it. You know, you gotta put in that work, you know what I mean? Nah, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna be real with you, dude. I never thought about it, but as a kid, I did. As a man, nah, but as a kid, yeah, I did. I like they gave us like profession what you want to do, and being a bit like it was like SWAT team. Really, it wasn't really like police per se. Like the cops, like it was like a SWAT, like busting down doors and shit. I thought that was fun. I thought that'd be fun as a kid. Just as a kid, I thought it'd be fun. But then when I realized what it entails, then I was like, nah, I don't think I want to be that. I was like, nah, I don't think I want to get into that type of stuff. Real. That type of stuff a little bit dangerous for me, you know what I mean? I'm more in the shadows type of guy. I'm more in the friendly, friendly way, friendly life type shit. Like I'm more in that, I just want a good vibe, good energy, you know what I mean? I don't want to go to nothing, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be the fox in the vine field. You feel me? Like I ain't trying to get poked up for real. Bro, you ever never been in trouble before? Yeah, I've been in trouble before. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I've been in trouble. Shit, my nigga, you know what I'm saying? Shit, yeah, I've been in trouble. But it is what it is, dog. You know what I mean? It ain't necessarily like what make what you go through. It ain't really how you start, how you finish for the most part. So as long as I finish good, it don't really matter. As long as you're doing good, man. As long as you're looking to do better, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't try not to make the same mistake twice, but if you do, try not to make it a third time. Shit, that's just how I rock. Yeah, man. The shit change, things get better. So that's why I'm doing YouTube. That's why I'm on YouTube. That's why I'm trying to build my platform. You know what I'm saying? Build my brand and take it to the next level as far as me. It's just like, if I don't do it, then it's like I ain't gonna be happy. So that's what make me happy, building my brand, being able to do it. Appreciate the light, being able to do it, being able to, see people, in different light, and move a different way and try to build things different as far as what I used to. I will say I have been with the sheriff office for 10 years as a parole officer. Oh, okay. That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. You feel me? Ain't no problem, ain't no biggie, you feel me? Just, it's about supporting the brand, then you support the brand, so you're a blazer no matter what. You feel me? Like, I ain't doing nothing to cause nothing, so feel what it is. Appreciate you, Baby J, for coming through. You know what I mean? I don't know, I had to hop back on, get that love, get that support, keep grinding, you know what I'm saying? It seemed like it done stopped a nigga, man. I ain't boosting no more, man. I don't like that. Why they ain't boosting no more? Oh yeah, I'm trying, you feel me? Try every day, man. Try every day to stay on a focused path, you feel me? That leads to prosperity, you feel me? So, that's just me. That's just me, pretty much. I was supposed to go blaze. I was supposed to blaze. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting in trouble still. You feel me? I can't be still getting in trouble like that, You feel me? But I'm still, human. Still a person. It's still gonna have cause and effect. So it's just how it goes. Baby sticky, baby. He be like that when he spinning in the weed. He be like that when he on the blue page. He be like that when he run up the page. He be like that. He be like that. He be like that when he on the stage. Whitney, what's up, baby? What's going? What's up with you? I had went back live, but you ain't come back on. So then I was just like, okay, I'm gonna chill out, and then I ended up coming back live again. You came. Just get home from Halloween party. Oh snap, you lit then. You lit. Oh snap, you lit. You on one tonight. Oh no, you had the kids there, so you probably ain't lit. You had the kids there, yeah. So you probably still cooling. Yeah, you still cooling. Ain't no pressure over there. Ain't no pressure over there. Yeah, ain't no pressure. fresh over there, man. Tonight, it's a not lit Friday tonight. Tonight was a key Friday. Yeah. Friday we lit. Now Friday, hey, I got a surprise for you Friday. Yeah, I went shopping. Today. I got a little something. Blaze mild. Now don't think Blaze gonna go all out, do all that. Nah, Blaze got something a little, you know what I mean, to celebrate. That's it. I'm gonna wait. Y'all gotta wait till Halloween. You know what I'm saying? We gonna pop out. It ain't gonna be like right off back either. Y'all gotta wait till like, y'all gotta wait all the way till like, not like, well, probably like 6, 7, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Then we gonna, I'm gonna jump in a little celebration. Yeah, excited, yeah, you see, yeah. It's a little slight, little something. It ain't nothing. I ain't gonna put it all like it's just something, like I just, went all out. But, I did something. I put something together. You know what I mean? I did something, dog. Just know I did something. Just know Blaze did something. Straight up. Just know Blaze did something. Blaze did something. For real. Cause I thought about it like, man, nigga gotta start getting into the spirit. Like, if I don't get into the spirit of things, then get what? How I'm supposed to, be representing, this Blaze. How I'm supposed to do that if I ain't participating in what need to be participated in. You know what I mean? That's how we make it all fun. That's how we enjoy ourselves and make it cool and do what we do. You know what I mean? That's how we do what we do. Make it crazy, go crazy. Yeah, put that pressure on. Yeah, you did. You put that pressure on me to do something. Yeah, you put that pressure on me, man, to do something. Yeah, you put that pressure on a nigga, man. The pressure on that nigga, man. Pressure on that nigga. Yeah, we gotta stay young. Feel me? Forever young. I wanna be forever. Do you wanna live forever? Endeavor. Forever young. I wanna be forever. You know what I'm saying? We fell for that, man. Shit. We knew we need to do to stay that. You know what I mean? Stay on point. You feel me? Like I gotta stay on point, so I can't, falter. I can't. You know what I'm saying? I just gotta really get back in the gym for real. Like once I get back in the gym, then it's like a whole nother thing. It's a whole nother thing after that, for real. Yeah. Yo, when I sang that song, it hit different. You know what I mean? Like it hit different for real. Like, it's like it ain't even like a physical thing. It's just like, it's more of a connection to it. Connection to your inner self, your inner child. You know what I'm saying? Your inner being. You know I'm saying? Like what created you as far as the inspirations and stuff like that. You know, you just forever young, you know what I'm saying? Like you never lose touch of life and always updating, you know what I'm saying, your life, always experiencing new things because that's what kids do. You know what I mean? Kids experience new things. Mentally and physically strong. Yeah. You know, you just gotta, you know, that's what make us powerful, you feel me? To be able to create, invent, you know what I'm saying? Like innovate, you feel me? And if you're not living in a young state, you feel me? If you're not looking at yourself as brand new, as you know what I'm saying, fresh out the gate and willing to absorb and learn, you feel me? Like, and you kind of like missing the point, you know, you're missing everything that you pretty much need to know but don't know, you know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. Like, as far as me, like I'm carrying out a whole lot of different things that I experience and learn from, and being able to still be who I am and not, you know, and still be forever young, like still being able to sit back and think and absorb information, you know what I'm saying, and apply and then apply it, you know what I'm saying? It's just like that. Oh, you were talking about the gym. Oh, gym? Oh yeah. I gotta get on the gym. I gotta get back in the gym, dude. Yeah, the gym, I definitely gotta get back in the gym. Like, I'm gonna make my way. I really want to go in the boxing again. You feel me? Cause they got a gym in there with the boxing, so I probably want to do like the boxing gym. Cause I want to stay always working on my form, stuff like that. But that's the stuff that I kind of want to bring to the video channel, and then y'all can still be live with me at the same time. I just make sure my phone full, and you know I just get everything I need to get, as far as the gloves and the wraps. You know what I'm saying? Get the mouthpiece, you feel me? The headset and stuff. Get all that stuff. So you know, just in case a mother want to spar me, you know I can spawn real quick. Give them a little show them. You know what I'm saying? Like nigga, yeah, you might have to bring a professional. You know, like, bitch, I'm raw. You hear me? I'm raw. Real, and I hard them up. If you got a good fighter, bring him in here. You think he good? Get him in here. I'm going to spawn. You feel me? I'm going to be his spar partner for the day. And when we get him in there, make sure you let him know, you feel me? Hey, to go hard, because I'm going to go hard. And I'm going to show you, you feel me? I should have been in them, hey, like, there's a lot of places Blaze should have been. There's a lot of places Blaze could have went. Because you know how I be thinking? You know how I be thinking, though? Yeah, boxing is fun, though. You know how I be thinking? If I boxed, feel me? Like, if I really would have been boxing as a kid, like, boxing, like, because my granddad taught me karate a little bit, and then I learned a little bit about how to use my hands, but as far as that, it's like, you know, once I really got into the boxing, if I would have got into it young and all that, I would have been a beast, and a lot to you. I'd have been a beast, and I'd have been knocking a lot of niggas out. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you, I've been knocking a lot of niggas out, bro. I'm talking about I'm talking about sleepers. Like, niggas would be like, God damn, yeah. I'm talking about sleepers, especially if I learn, like, when I started learning, like, the technique and all that, and the 1-2, 1-2, and all that type of shit, like, man, I was old with. I was bamming motherfuckers, like, man, I'm talking about niggas was telling me, bro, you hit hard, like, damn, like, bitch, you like, bro, you really hit hard, but you don't know your strength. I'm like, I don't, like, cause I'm not used to fighting. I'm used to fighting in the streets, but I'm literally always like kind of passive when I'm fighting people, period, because I don't really like hurting people. So for me, it's just like me being able to box and get in the ring and actually learn how to actually use my hands. And then, like, you know, it like elevated my game to a whole nother level. Like, it elevated my shit to a whole nother level. Even though I kind of knew a little bit of the stuff, but I never thought about taking boxing when I was young. So I never got a chance to really, like, express that. So for me, it's just all about like, okay, once I get a chance to, and I did. Once I got a chance to, you know what I mean? I did it. You know, I got in there, I just started doing different shit, and you know, I learned. I could have look, me doing it. I learned what I could have been. Like it's okay for me. It's okay, you know what I'm saying, to understand. That's how you able to kind of let go stuff. Like you know, live it a little bit and just be like, damn, I could have been like, and just feel good that you know if you know that you got the capability and you doing certain things and people are giving you feedback, so you getting the full synopsis of everything that you saying or feeling. You know what I'm saying? You'll be able to like, damn, boy, I could have probably been something, boy. Like that's good. I could have did that. You know what I'm saying? And then you just, you know, you just do what you've been doing, like far as what you is doing, whatever it may be. But other than that, it's like, you know, it's good to kind of like, for me, it's therapy. Like, getting in the gym is almost like, for me, it's like, it's training for a fight. Like, it's really like I be feeling like, bitch, one day I'm going to get me a title fight. But even though it's never going to happen, you know what I'm saying? That's just the drive I have when I'm boxing. And I love to just hit the bag, you know what I'm saying? Learn how to do techniques and stuff like that, hitting and stuff, you feel me? I just love to do it. I love doing it. You know, it's fun, you know what I'm saying? It's good cardio exercise, and it's a good mental break, you know what I'm saying? Break. Yeah, it's therapeutic, definitely. Therapeutic, very therapeutic. Like, that shit got a nigga like, that shit be having a nigga like, you know what I'm saying? I can hit it all day long. Like, when I'm in it, I'm in it. Like, when I got them gloves on, like it's almost like when I had them gloves on. This how I knew I could have been a great fighter if I would have. Even when I was fighting then, I could have kept going and actually won some good fights. Like because I know like where I am and what you feel me. I know for a fact it ain't. You feel me? So it's like I can't say I don't know for a fact, but I know like cause I don't like they always, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. This the reason why I know because when I went to the gym, you gotta think about it. When I came in already a buck 75. I came in like a buck 75, a little bit less, buck 73, something like that. So you know what I'm saying? I'm coming in there, I'm boxing, like I'm hitting. You know what I'm saying? I'm just regular. I feel like I'm small. I'm in there with niggas 200, 200, 230, 6'2", 6'1". I mean 6'2", 6'3". You feel me? Some of them they might be 6 foot, but 230 like solid weight. Like I'm in the ring with these niggas. Like you feel me? I'm in the ring with these boys. Like you know. So it's like me coming in. I'm like, damn, I'm small. Then I got smaller. The thing is, I got even smaller than that. I got like down to like 168. Cause I was running, I started running, you know what I'm saying, running my miles, everything, bro, and they still put me in it. They wouldn't even put me in there with the guys my size. Like I felt like it was my size. They wouldn't even put me in there. I'm like, this dude my size, bro. I know he a good 170, 170, 165. I know it. Feel me? I might have to go down a little bit on the weight. You know what I'm saying? But shit, I'll go down a little bit more. You feel me? I would have went down to like at the time like 165. You know what I'm saying? I went down to about 165. You feel me? They treat me like a big dog. Like they treat me like a heavyweight. Like nigga, I'm little. That's how I be feeling though. You feel me? Look like a buck, like a buck, like a buck. I probably would like now like a one. I'm like 180. Like I'm like 180, probably 170 something now. I probably dropped down to like 170 something now. 178 like that. You feel me? I don't look it though. I look like I'm about a buck 60. I do look like a buck 60. You know what I'm saying? I look like a buck 60, 65. But I'm bigger than that. But it's like even with that, it's like you know what I'm saying? Being able to like do certain stuff and move a certain way and like do certain things like once and the crazy thing is it's never ignited until I get in the ring. Like I be doing my bag and stuff. Like once I hit, it's united. Like once I feel like the urge, the rage, like the urge and stuff like that to do this, it be like it just come, it just keep coming, and I just be feeling like hitting the bag. I just be want to hit that bitch, boom, 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 boom. I just want to hit that bitch, and then like now that I be looking at film and shit, I would be looking at film heavy, and I just be looking at it, seeing how fighters fight, you know, looking at all the greats, you feel me, and just seeing all the different things, and I'm just learning and picking up different ways of fighting, and like understanding how to box and how to avoid punches, and like literally how to avoid punches. Like it's so many ways to avoid punches. It ain't just all about ducking. It ain't all about dodging. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, it ain't all about that. Sometimes you can, bro, I swear, bro, I ain't gonna give a nigga this game for free. That's why it's like, I can't give it. That's why I be like, certain things about boxing people don't tell, because it's like, it's secrets. It's secrets that, you know, if you a great fighter, you should know. If you don't, you don't. You know what I'm saying? Learning how to slip, all that type of shit, bro. It's crazy how much I done picked up in my head. You feel me? That's why I be like, I know that I can box and stuff, and I can still get with a person, like, cause my IQ, bro, my IQ is there, like it's there. I just need to a little bit learn a little bit of more my combos, put my combos together. That's it. Like get in the gym a little bit. You feel me? I don't really want to pick up no weight, but I just want to like lean my shit out, lean my muscle, like burn some of this fat. You know, I got a little fat around my hips and stuff, so I'm trying to burn that. You know what I'm saying? And then boom, we'll go from there. Oh yeah. It'll be good. That's what I'm saying. Like I already know. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'll be bringing. That's what Blaze will be bringing. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'll be doing some boxing stuff. So we'll be getting some shorts on boxing and stuff like that. We'll be boxing. We'll be getting some, like, it's a lot of stuff. I felt like, damn, I wish I was on this type of shit. I wish I was doing lives. I wish I was, you know what I'm saying? I wish I was like really back on my YouTube shit. Like, far as like I wasn't so distracted with doing the music, but I was like, just, you know, I just wish I was just more on that, man. Cause it's like so much I was doing before this, like before a lot of stuff I had in order. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was boxing, I was playing basketball, I was doing like pretty much everything, clubbing, everything. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like, you know, y'all meet me. I'm at a certain place in life where I gotta, you know, I kind of prioritize my time into gotta doing the lives, but also now I got a whole, you know, house, and you know, you do take care of just like a bunch of stuff going on. You know, I got a daughter. You know, it's just a bunch of stuff that I just like. Now it's like it's kind of hard me to just do this, do that. You know what I mean? But I'm trying to get everything together to make it where I can do it. You know, where I can put everything together and do it. You know what I'm saying? It's just been a rough ride for a nigga, man. It's been a really rough ride for me. So it's like, for me not to be able to have the grace to be able to still do it, you know what I'm saying? I thank God for being able to have the grace, give me the grace to be able to still do it. You know what I'm saying? Because if not, like, I'd have been there and stopped this shit. Like, just like what I'm doing, like, just get on a different path. I wouldn't be satisfied, I wouldn't be happy, but, you know, it's something I would have had to just live up and just understand that it ain't it. But once I realized that, you know, Tay still can do it, Tay still got a lot of time left, you know what I'm saying, because I'm inspired by my peers and the ones before me that shit still doing it to this day. Like, you know what I'm saying, still doing it to this day, and they big, they you know, they doing their thing, they put their ideas together and made it happen. So I feel like I still got time to do it too. So I'm doing it, you know. I'm doing it to give myself a real deal shot. You know what I mean? I'm giving myself a real deal shot this time to make it happen. You know what I mean? Before I was kind of just like doing it. I was only doing it for one reason, and then it's like that's it. Like everything else about my life, I was maintaining. I was just living life. I wasn't thinking about it. Not like that. They were living life for real. I went to California. I was, you know what I'm saying? I went to Georgia with my mom. We had a great time there. You know, I took her to Miami too with me, you feel me? I went to Orlando, Tampa a couple times. You know what I'm saying? Went to Georgia a couple times again. You know what I'm saying? And then, was gonna take a couple trips to Chicago and stuff like that, but I gotta prioritize my time before that. But I ended up going to California, going to Oregon. Went places, did business, and just was living life, circle. You know, but now I'm like really like focused on okay, is you happy, bro? Like you ain't happy. You doing all this shit, but you ain't happy. You ain't satisfied. You ain't, you know what I'm saying? You ain't feeling like you. I could tell, you know what I'm saying? When I look at myself, I'm like, bro, you ain't happy. Like you ain't doing really what you want to do. Like you doing something, but you ain't really doing what you want to do. You kind of just going through it because you feel like you can't. It ain't no other way, or ain't no other, like you can't unfocus off of this to do something that you love and want to do. Just fighting between the two. It almost got the best of me pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Like the real deal almost got the best of me, especially when I had my daughter. Like I was like, man, fuck. Like when I had I ain't gonna lie. When I had it gave me a little spark. It really, and I'm gonna say that it gave me a spark to want to do it again because I was like for her though. You know what I'm saying? But then as I started getting into it, I started, the pressures of just being a man and trying to keep a stable home, bro, and trying to live your dreams, kind of like almost like I should have just killed it. But the love and the passion that I got for being who I am and being creative and showing my talent and showing who I am and showing who I can be and what I'm gonna become and just seeing more of myself, seeing more of what I can be. You know what I'm saying? And just not allowing myself to ever be stagnant on being just regular. You feel me? It's like I never seen myself being regular. I ain't never think that, like, for me, like when I was younger, I always thought like I could be something, but it's like I never thought that I could really be something. So it's like it was always a doubt, there as a youngster. But as I got older, I developed a sense of like, nigga, I'm gonna be this, like, nigga, I'm me, like, I'm tell you, like, nigga, ain't no, you feel me? Like, I always had that stigma, like, it's me, you feel me? Like, for real. But for the most part, it's like, it's always like been a thing where it's like always like a doubt, So it always caused me to kind of do and dwell in things that kind of wasn't focusing on building a brand, building a channel. If it was even a basic, like, as far as just building a channel, I ain't think about this shit. And that's just the honest truth about stuff. I just want y'all to understand, like, when you're dealing with me, you're dealing with somebody who's diverse, who really lived a lot of lives, in contrast, and just like, really develop. I really developed. I developed into my peak. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like, yeah, I would have loved to be be just fresh out the gate and just have all the ideas go my way. But you know what I mean? Like this is the art of life. You feel me? Like if you look at it like that is the art of life. People want to be able to experience other people, experiences, but no, this is the art of life. The art of life is that you are created in your own image, and you have every right to be whatever you choose to be. You know what I'm saying? And you only gonna be that because you only got a certain amount. You know what I mean? If you look at it abroad, you only have a certain amount of lanes you can choose from. If you choose one that fits you, and don't try to make it seem like it's gonna happen the same way as somebody else. Like, you gotta know that the art of life is what makes life what it is, and it creates its own lane. Like, it could take your life, even though you live a person that your parents, say your parents, lived a certain life, right? That doesn't mean that because you're born from them that you're gonna live that certain life. Even if you somewhat mimic it, somewhat have the ability to portray it, it's still not gonna be the same. You feel me? You can try to portray it, but it's never gonna be the same. It's always gonna be a difference, because life is different. Life has creativity to it. So it's like, yeah, you can go ahead and try to like boom, boom, but the only way is if the parent itself creates that. But it still won't be the same. I'm telling you, it won't. It will never be the same. That's why I rather like. That's why I'm so happy that, far as me having my daughter and me being in my life the way my life was, I know I'm so happy because now I can look at her and say, there's no way her life is going to be like mine. You feel what I'm saying? Because it gives me an opportunity to see, like, okay, damn, like, maybe I took the bullets for, for her. Like, maybe everything that I went through was I was supposed to go through and have that creativity of my life to be the opposite of her life, to be able to create better. You feel me? Because the only thing you can do, the only thing life do is create better. Life itself creates better. People create worse, but life itself creates better. Life itself creates new trees, beautiful flowers, beautiful plants, beautiful animals, beautiful fruits and vegetables, beautiful grass, beautiful bugs, beautiful animals. That's what life creates. Life only creates better. So with that, in the nature of me being who I was, my nature, as far as how I'm living and the system that I'm in, but it's a nature though. It becomes a nature. You know what I'm saying? When you living in a certain environment, it becomes a nature. And now you're living in that nature, and now you have to go by the pretty much whatever your influence in life is. You have to follow that. You know what I'm saying? Getting off track will lead into limbo, which normally breaks the cycle and what makes it different. So the crazy part is about it, dog, when I look at it and I say, man, I look at my pops, for instance, you feel me? My how can they say what they say? Your ancestor. You know what I'm saying? Like, take for instance, that's my ancestor, right? Now my ancestor is my father. My father created a life, a dimension, a path, a destiny, right? Through his own, right? And when he created that, it was through only him, which, I ain't gonna lie to you, he was actually a better father than his father. That's the crazy part. The crazy part is, if you look at it, he was actually a better father than his father, which only makes me a better father, because life only creates great, only creates better. So with that, it's like whatever part that far as what I know lingers from him to me, which I don't get everything, because you got to think about it, I have a mom too. So that all has to coexist in its own, like, in one. So in order to do that, it has to take certain pieces here, here, and there. Now, what you get is a dice, right? You know what I'm saying? My dad, if I break it down, it's almost like you will see it, but it's like I don't know because I done lived it. I actually see it, but if you actually take your time and you analyze, I analyze my dad, analyze who he was, analyze what the mistakes he made, and then I see, okay, that's why I'm like this. That's why I'm better at this. That's why I'm better at that. That's why I'm better at this, because he wasn't. You feel what I'm saying? Because he wasn't better. So it made me better. And then as I got, for me, made my mistakes, I ain't perfect, so I made my mistakes, I made my little whatever, and it makes my daughter better. So that's why I felt like I was created a girl, because it was so, I feel like it had, I feel like I'm nowhere near bad as my dad, so I'm way better. Like I feel like I'm 10, like maybe 2-3 times better than my dad. But it's like in certain categories, you know what I'm saying? So with that, you know, certain things do linger, certain things do have to take place, because I never, every piece of him, I don't know what I've consumed, you know? I don't know what piece of him I've consumed. So for me to be able to be something, is certain things that I may either have to deal with, sacrifice, fight through. You know, I have to fight through, pretty much fight through. I have to deal with or accept. You know what I'm saying? And with me not having the guidance of who he was, but just growing up and now understanding who he is, but I don't have the guidance of who he is. So I don't know how to divide, right, the difference between the two. Like I can't say, well, I don't want to be that, so I'm gonna just leave that alone. I don't even know what it is. I don't even know that this is not even me. I don't even know that I'm reincarnated into something else, but with a different DNA. So I have my dad, which my dad is a certain DNA, which is mixed with a certain DNA, which maybe that DNA made him a little bit better, but not as better. You feel me? But better than the DNA that was created. Because I can go even further, but I ain't even gonna go there with my grandma, granddad. I ain't even gonna do that. You feel me? I feel like there's a time and a place for that, and I feel like I will allow that to be introduced if they want to. You know what I mean? I give them the vote. Now, if she die, I go ahead and let y'all know, cause she gone. You feel me? But if she's still alive, I'ma respect her being my grandmother, and that's my granddad. I'ma respect him and not even mention it. But as far as just staying on my dad, like simply because he's not better, but he's better than the last. So it's like an evolving. It's like an evolve, but you never know, because my brothers. You know what's crazy, dog? I think about this shit, right? Me, right? Tay, right? I'm the oldest brother for my dad. I'm the oldest brother. My second brother is a great fucking, like, I ain't gonna lie, I feel like he's a better father than me. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like he's better than me. And that's the thing, like, and he come from my dad, but he got a different DNA too. So it's like I feel like he's a better version of my dad when it come down to being a father. Like I feel like he really like I feel like he just like sacrifice, like dedicate his time to, me on the other hand, it's a little different. I got a little different mentality on raising children, but I still feel like the love's still there. You know what I'm saying? My youngest brother, a little different. but it's a DNA thing. Like far as my dad not being a certain person, but still, let me say, still in somewhat form had damn, how could I say that shit? Uh, um, interference. I'm gonna say that interference with within his DNA, far as developing in his brain, which is damn near everything that go in the brain. Damn near goes into, it's like your whole body. And so like you see it, and then he develop whatever he developed in his brain, far as whatever my great granddad, my granddad did to him to trigger whatever interference came within him that allowed him to be in a certain hemisphere to gravitate a lot of energy that deployed characteristics that his self couldn't apply or wasn't good at. You know what I'm saying? Like he couldn't apply that. He couldn't be certain things. Certain things about him didn't fit the narrative, and I feel like it just crossfired into energy and then entwined to being with my little brother, like, you know, and I feel like he's better than him in that too. You feel me? So you got 3 sons, DNA dad. The reason why I'm talking about the dad, because he's the dominant, and 3 sons. You feel me? One is a better. I ain't gonna lie. I don't even want to say it, but you know he a better stepper than my dad. Like he really better stepper. Like he represent that for real, like 100% full throttle. Like that. You know what I'm saying? My little brother, he that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He that. And then you got my younger brother, which he not that. He never even, I don't even think he absorbed that DNA, but I think like he absorbed a DNA of what my dad is capable of doing. See, it's always the ability, but it's just kind of it's low. You know what I'm saying? It's not high on what could like far as whatever DNA developed in him to make it low. You know what I'm saying? So with my brother, it's like he kind of like took whatever he did have and ostracized it to his liking, and ostracized it to where it maximizes him being a great dad. You know what I'm saying? And then with me, I'm still trying to kind of figure out. I ain't really figuring out. I feel like I'm just a bit. See, my dad, he like certain things about him. I feel like I'm better than him, man. That I took, you know. And it's a lot of things that I feel like I'm working on, and I took, because I'm the firstborn. So I feel like I took a lot of things that I took a lot of things that I like for me, that I'm like, dang, bro, I wish I would have known that this nigga was like this. And I wish I would have known like this is what I don't need to be doing. Because I had to develop and change my own DNA. I had to change this though. Like I couldn't be like that forever. You know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't be certain things about myself. I could not be, because I had to, you know. And then now I'm at a certain point where I gotta deal with certain things that I can't help but it's gonna be, because it's in the DNA. It's now we're dealing with destiny and divine energy. We dealing with destiny and divine energy now. So it's almost like I had to pick up something. I got rid of a lot of other stuff. A lot of other stuff I got rid of. A lot of stuff I got rid of. I developed my own. I created my own. But I also know that even with me being who I am, it's still him. You feel me? It's still a part of him. So I know that me even being able to be who I am is because of him. But at the same time, it's like I still had to develop this on my own. So it's like I don't feel like, for me being able to develop it, because I feel like it was always there because it come from that. It was always there. It just had to be heightened. It just had to be heightened more than it had to be at a certain level more than that person. Like more than he used it, I gotta use it at a green level instead of a red level. You know what I'm saying? I gotta use it at a green level, You know what I'm saying? I gotta use it in a green in a positive way. I gotta use it where it benefits me. He didn't use it the way it benefit him. So he put it at a lower standard. I'm putting it at a high standard. I'm making it higher. So by me being able to do what I do, which he's able to do, my other two brothers ain't able to do what I do. They ain't get that. I got that. I feel like I got it because I'm the firstborn. A lot of things about my dad, y'all, if y'all got to meet him, I wouldn't want y'all to bash him in the neck, like always show their respect or whatever. But like at the end of the day, if y'all ever meet my dad, like in life, you feel me, and we ever have him on the stream or we have him on video, whatever, like y'all gonna see what I mean when I say what I said. Like y'all gonna one day be able to see. Hopefully y'all be able to see my brothers and everything like that. Like I'm giving y'all who me, Blaze. You feel me? And I want this to be personal. I want it to be personal with everybody because, you know what I'm saying? I'm Blaze. If you ain't talking about, I told you, if ain't nobody talking about me taking the shit, then I ain't big enough. You know what I'm saying? Blaze ain't big enough. Yeah, it'd be cool to see. So it's a lot of different things that I want to add to my show, to my channel that is gonna bring people to get to know me, get to know Blaze, and get to know everything, and see me develop in all kind of ways. Like even in my own life, like it's gonna get like that. And I don't care. Like I'm good with opinions and what people say because I want to know. I want to know what people think about this shit, what people feel about things that goes on, and they may be able to take that and say, damn, like maybe I need to be a little bit better. Maybe I need to think a little bit, deeper. Maybe I need to go talk to this person or talk to that person. Maybe I need to sit down and da because my light shows that my only thing my life can show is an experience. And you take that experience and you say, what can I do with it? What can I do with that experience I just witnessed? How can I do different or better? That's how life is. How can I do better? So, me personally, me dissecting everything about a lot of shit about my life is crazy. People wouldn't even believe what I'm saying because they wouldn't understand it. A lot of my family members wouldn't understand what I'm saying because they don't know this type of stuff about life. They don't know about DNA and how much it really does. Let me get another piece. How much it really does affect you, and how much DNA sometimes does affect you, but it's so much more deeper than just DNA. It's there's situations and circumstances. All that shit play a part. Yeah, in a few months. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. See, we can try to make this all about that, this, and that. It ain't about none of that. It's about it's about the connection you have with your family. It's the things you know about your family that matter. Yeah. Oh, you saying? Yeah. I know. I appreciate you for saying that. Yeah. Yeah, it's getting bigger and bigger. I just develop like every day. Like, every day I'm looking to learn and learn and learn and learn. Yeah. I just picked up where I left off. That's why I say it's things that people that they really don't know about. They think they know about it, but they don't. I ain't just living life, I'm understanding it. You know what I'm saying? I'm understanding it. I just can't be a robot. I ain't no robot. I gotta understand what's going on. And not just the big part, not just the big part of life. You can be so focused on the big part of life, you don't even see your own life. Because the small part of life. Like I know the big part of life, but I want to hone in the small part of life. Because that's what's going to help me get through. The big part of life always going to be there. You can't even control the big part of life. So you got to take a step back. And you got to look. And you got to see, man, where I'm at. Why I'm like this. And you'll be questioning yourself on why you like this. You be trying to figure out, but what the fuck going on for real? You know what I'm saying? What's going on for real? I feel like me, when I think about it, my friend Maria, first one, I took a lot of stuff from. When I think about it, I took a lot of stuff from that dude. Like I took so much, and I'm gonna say this: I took so much of him I took so much of him that and developed it and made it and like actually turned it into another level. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I said, divine energy, divine destiny. You know what I'm saying? Just it's just a whole bunch of stuff that's added into things that must happen in order for certain things to happen. You feel me? If I want to be greater than if I want to be greater than myself, if I want to be greater than myself, I have to sacrifice certain things. Even the things that I develop, even the things that I feel like, okay, yeah, I could just go full throttle and just go that way. But no, that's not when I'm happy at. That's not what's gonna satisfy me. Because again, even though I'm born, but even though my dad is me, I'm my dad, I still got another side. I got another side. Appreciate the light. Vertical, what's going on? Motivation, no hater. Blaze up, what's going on? I still got another side. You know what I'm saying? I still got another side of me that is from my, when I got a mom, I got a different mom. My mom always been a hard worker, driven, never always got it out the mud. Her mom is the same way. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what give me that's where I can lean on. You know what I'm saying? You know how you could, you know how you got, you know what I'm saying? You might be walking up the stairs, but you know you could walk up there by yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's like my dad. My dad, I'm able to, I could walk up myself just being a man, right? Because I got more of his DNA because I'm a man. So boom, walk it. I'm able to walk it, but guess what? When I need to lean on something, maybe my leg might, you know what I'm saying? I might just need to lean on something. Shit, it might just be hurt a little bit. And I need to lean on something, I lean on my mom's side. Like the energy come from my mom's side to drive and to keep going and to never give up and just the all right grit of just wanting something and getting what I want. It's like leaning to my mom's side. I'm leaning, and that's really most of what I absorbed in my life. So I was able to not, I wasn't able to like change it, but I was able to operate it. I was able to start controlling it. You know what I'm saying? I started becoming the operator of how to go. Okay, if I gotta go through this, if I gotta deal with this through divine energy or through what, if I gotta go through this, bro, I'm gonna just be real. If I gotta go through this, if I know what I want is only, I'm gonna say for me and what my daddy is short to slim, right? And I know I gotta develop it to this person. I ain't gonna get it from him. I ain't gonna be able to get it from him because he don't have none of that. I gotta take what he got and develop it and make it better. Whatever could make him good, I gotta take that good and develop that into more. Cause good is only for what makes me prosper. So whatever good is that makes me that I could take that makes me prosper, I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna elevate that to a whole nother level to get to where I wanna go. So that's why it's like I feel like it's been more harder for me because I've been challenging myself. I've been challenging everything about who my father is, and I've been challenging myself and who I'm developing to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm challenging everything about myself. I'm just not in the war with the world. I'm not in war with the world. I'm in war with myself. I'm in war with everything that I could not be or wasn't supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? know what I mean? I'm developing into that shit. Like I had to get rid of that. I had to mold that whatever good was in my father. So it's like really like I said, when I started thinking about it, I start understanding like it ain't me. It really not me. It's really not me. You know what I mean? It's me. It's him taking on. I'm taking on him, which is him, me developing me. But also, I have things that I can lean on with my mom being who she is. See, certain people act on two planes of life. And I'm gonna just break it down like two people, one person lives on two planes of life. You only can live on two planes. You can't live on 5 to 6, 7, 8, no matter what they tell you. You cannot live only on two planes. You can live on your mom and your dad's. You feel me? There is some incidents where you may have a certain attribute far as the grandmother or the granddad. You feel me? You might have an attribute, but normally you only the two. You only got two planes. You got the mom and you got the dad. That's why the dad and the mom always dominate the outer shell. So with that, me being able to split between the two and say, okay, I have two people. That's the only people I need to go by because I'm the only people that is going to give me the information or whatever I need. So I have to split the two and say, okay, my father bringing this, my mother's bringing this. What am I going to get? You know what I'm saying? It's almost like before you born, you developing, your mom and your dad, when they making love and they fucking, and then they finally, you know what I'm saying? Or sorry for cousin, but I ain't really trying to get my shit. I already know they kind of like got my channel kind of, I don't know for what, but you know, but when they doing the do, right? When they having intercourse and the energy, whatever he is, I'm gonna tell you this how it works. I know it to be true because I literally lived it. Like I lived it through me, through my own. You know what I'm saying? This is how I look through experience. So it's the mom and the dad. Once they collide, the energy that they give each other once they have is what pretty much what develops in the kid. So wherever you at DNA wise, whatever's good, bad, up, down, low, high, right? You're gonna pass that down to your kid. It doesn't matter what, you don't know what it is. You don't know what it is. Because the thing is, you have two different sides. So you don't know really what side the kid is going to get, what you're going to get. You know what I'm saying? I might be able to sing, but my child might not get that because they got a mama. The mama can't sing. So get what? She's not going to get that unless I dominate. You feel me? Unless I dominate. And the only way I dominate is through a higher level of DNA, DNA I develop in my brain. You know what I'm saying? Which determines, most of the time will determine the kid that I develop. So with me having my kid, when I had I ain't gonna lie, my mind was like up there, like I was learning a lot, like especially around that time. By the time I was like really up there, but I wasn't completely like I wasn't still kind of, I would say this, I was doing my thing in life. I ain't gonna lie, like I had most of the things that I needed. I wasn't focused on me, on my career. I couldn't focus. Like I said, I was doing a lot of things going on. But I still had a brain, like I still changed my DNA to a certain extent to where I was smarter than where my dad was or where my mom was. So my DNA is gonna pass on to my daughter, which why she's smart and she's whatever. You feel me? And I made sure that I changed it enough so she couldn't even get whatever my dad was. You know what I'm saying? Like she's so far removed. Like my daughter's so, I feel like my daughter's so far removed from me, far as like, I mean, so far removed from my dad that she not even like, she just like how I would want her to be, as which I'm developing to be, which I have developed to be. But I have to do it my older age. I have to develop this in my older age. But she's young. She's a baby, so she's gonna have that automatic. She's gonna grow up that way, and that's what's gonna make her outstanding. That's what's gonna make her outstanding throughout all her life. You feel me? Because I develop and change my DNA to be able to get her to be who she is, to be greater and be better than me. You know what I'm saying? But the only way I could have did that is if I changed me. I had to let a lot of things go, and I had to heighten a lot of things. And no, I can't really let it go. I have to decrease it. I have to make it where it's almost like probability, the possibility of something happening. If this happen or this happen, like the probability of me, dealing with, let's just say, dealing with losing a job. The probability of my dad going to get a job, another one, was damn near 0 to 1. It was like, especially back then, like, you know what I mean? It was just harder for him back then, right? You know what I'm saying? To be able to compromise that will to do it, right? To stay on it. Me, my probability is higher because the drive and determination that I have to always have some money in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? So it's two different. It's the same thing, but I just changed. I just made the green. I just made that more of a. I developed it for it to be a success more than negative. You know what I'm saying? Like I took on the drive that he may have, right? I took on the drive. No, matter of fact, I took on the drive because you can think about two sides. So my mom has more drive than him. So I took on the drive that my mom developed, and I developed more of what my mom's drive was. Now, it's a lot of stuff that I feel like I had to change with dealing with her. Being around her so much, you develop a lot of stuff. So for me, it's just like I had to remove a lot of that stuff. Right? I had to become more of what my dad didn't have, but I did have, but didn't didn't increase it. You feel me? He didn't increase it. He didn't develop it. So for me, I'm developing it. I'm developing what he has. I'm developing it now in myself. So now that I develop that more often, now it's just like the way I am, how I am is way better. Like y'all gonna see, if y'all ever see me and my dad in life, y'all gonna see the difference. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna be able to tell the difference, but y'all gonna see the similarity. And then y'all gonna see, oh damn, they is one of the same. He just a little bit he just a little bit more this than that. Oh, he just a little bit more this than that. I'm better. You feel me? I'm supposed to be better. I'm his son, but I'm developed. I'm migrating. I'm what they call that shit? Uh, Not migrating. Not migrating. What that shit? I'm evolving. Pretty much. I'm evolving. I'm evolving into whatever he was. I gotta evolve and be better. Now, some people can. Some people you don't understand, like, could kind of evolve in a more of a negative way. A lot of things could be evolved in a negative way. Like you could start off positive, you could have everything and be great, and then whatever your children could be just like downright, like it's almost like a start over. when you that boom, it's a start over. So now they might have kids. He might be the worst parent in the world, but then them kids grow up to be better, and then they will be better, and then better from there. Like, and then and it's just the cycle goes back to whatever. So I don't know. My daughter kids might be bad as hell. You feel me? I ain't gonna lie. That's just how it happen, bro. I be seeing it, bro. I already see it, bro. I already see it. My daughter kids probably gonna be bad as shit. I swear. A little Blaze senior, a little Blaze, a little Blaze, a little Blaze senior. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause he go have my last name. You know what I mean? That's just all chicken. I don't give a damn. Who that is? Nah, all right. But yeah, it's like I already know it's gonna be bad as hell. Cause I feel like she's the peak. She's gonna be the peak. But by being a female, I don't know. It might not. It might not. There might be some sweethearts because she's a female. So I don't feel like I still gotta go off what the male carries. So it's like whatever male she picked, probably what's gonna make it. That's why I feel like the kid gonna be bad as hell. Yep, that's right. Because of the nigga. The nigga's gonna be fucked up, and it's gonna be like, damn, I'm gonna have to deal with that shit. And then I'm gonna have to, you see that because you got grandkids and all that, then I'm gonna have to, like, god damn it. Now you kid bad as hell. Kid bad as a motherfucker. I already know. Once she start having children, like once she get older, you know what I'm saying? Which is gonna be a long motherfucking time. Cause I ain't gonna lie. I'm overprotective right now. Like I'm like you know what I mean? And that's why I feel like, you know what I'm saying? My like I'm gonna be super overprotective right now. I gotta be right now, bro, cause I got a mission for her. So it's like I'm determined. You know what I'm saying? I'm just determined. Like you know what I'm saying? I'm just determined. Like to make her great. You feel me? And this is what when I say divine energy, this is what it like kind of causes. It causes me the time away from my baby because I gotta work. I gotta go live. I gotta have different things. I gotta film. I gotta do this. You feel me? I gotta be greater than what I was. You feel me? And it's like I gotta be greater. You know what I'm saying? Greater than that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that's what makes her great. I won't tell her that's what's gonna make her better than me. Like extra better. Like she's gonna be so far removed from who her granddad was. Like so far removed. Like so far removed. Like and that's why I'm trying to make myself super. Cause if I be regular, it's a chance she end up just like she end up picking up stuff from. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, nah, I need her so far removed from that. Like I need her so far removed from that, man. Like I need it. I need her so far removed from that. I don't need her to pick up that DNA like that. I don't need her to pick up like I don't need that part of her you know what I'm saying, the cells. I don't want that part of her DNA to go start doing different shit. Like I don't want that to be affected. You know what I mean, by what she already is, you know what I'm saying, and what she gonna be. I don't want that to be affected at all. You know what I mean? My daughter is gonna be great. And I just want her to be, I just know it because, you know what I'm saying, I'm taking that time out to make sure she is by doing great shit. By doing great shit. I'm gonna make sure she's great at all times. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's a lot of things about myself I got to deal with. Like it's things that I picked up that I have to deal with, and things that gonna have to happen for me. And my brother's different, and my little brother is different. We all in our own troubles, really. But I feel like I'm the only one willing to step away from him. I'm the only one. I feel like I'm the only one willing to step away from him. Like step away from everything about him and change myself into me, into Blaze, and being Blaze. You know what I'm saying? Being Tate all the way. You know what I mean? And removing myself from that completely. completely to evolve her, evolve my daughter into greater heights, to where, you know what I mean, our name is different. You know? Our name is looked at as something great. It's changed the dynamic completely. Like complete that. Like I never want that DNA to ever cross the path of my daughter. Ever. I don't never want it to develop. You know what I'm saying? Ever. So to keep that shit from developing, I gotta stand firm. I gotta be mean. I gotta be aggressive. I gotta be, you know what I'm saying? I gotta be all those things, because I can't let nobody think in their mind that they're gonna be able to stop this and interrupt this and corrupt this. Because the moment you think you do, anything happen to my baby, I'm telling you, boy, she tell me if I call up there and anything go wrong, anything happening, bro, I'm going crazy. I'm coming up there. Ain't gonna be no talking, ain't gonna be none of that. I'm telling you, I'm not going for none of that. I don't care about nothing else. As long as nothing happened to her, as long as she's being a pretty girl, a sweet girl, and loving life. Don't worry about nothing. Don't care about nothing. As long as she don't nothing happen to her, she's good. Right now she's in a great school. She's being raised, she's being taught great values, and I just want her to be that, you know what I'm saying? She won't even need me, you know what I'm saying, as much now that she gonna need when she get a little bit older, because she gonna need me to be able to guide her. So I got a lot of things set up, so I'm gonna have it right. Like the next 2-3 years, I'm gonna have it right. So that give me time to keep grinding, keep going, develop, and get what I need. Straight up. Good. You know what I mean? Just breaking that shit down, man. So understanding where I stand at with life. You know that's the reason why it's a lot of this that affecting me, and a lot of this shit trying to stop me, and a lot of this shit getting in my way, and it's me. It's really me. It's really the DNA of my dad. It's just the DNA of my dad, bro. The DNA of my dad, and just it's not being able to cross over, not being able to get to the next level. Always, it's always something. It's always something. It's like my grandma told me, said something like, it's always something with your dad. It's always something with your dad. And I'm like, damn, dog, it sounds like me, bro. That's just crazy, bro. It's like, I gotta get out of this shit. I'm fighting my own damn self. Like, literally, bro, I'm fighting my own fucking self, bro. Like, oh my God, I'm fighting to be better than what I was, better than all that shit, bro. Not simple, not like, literally, bro. I'm like, damn, this the reason why. I'm like, damn. It's like my DNA telling me, like, even within y'all don't even understand. Like, it's certain things I can say, I ain't gonna want to offend nobody, bro. This thing I can say, I can be like, even within that, bro, it's trying to make you that, bro, because he that. His DNA is that. So you gotta think, it's gonna you to be that. No matter how much I try to not be that, it's gonna try to force you to be that. And people be thinking I'm crazy, motherfucker, the way I'm talking. For real, bro. I'm dead serious, bro. That man left me with that man left me with so much probability, so much negative probability, so much, analytical, you know what I'm saying, tragedies. Like analytical tragedies, circumstances, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm just left with a whole bunch of percentages that don't sit well with me. at all. Like my percentage of like the way this was and how everything was situation in life, bro. My percentage of even being where I'm at, like I literally understand why I had to go through so much different shit. Because it's so much different shit you gotta break through. Where I had to break through with my own life. I had to break through this. I had to break through that. And we not talking about just living life, like, you know, going to work, getting money, or, you know what I'm saying, having a place to stay, or having a car, or having it. We ain't talking about that type of shit. We talk about some real deal. I'm fighting against percentage of me even being able to keep a job. The percentage of me being able to establish a happy home. The percentage of me being able to have a successful career. The percentage of me being healthy. The percentage of me, you know what I'm saying, learning or even graduating high school. The percentage of me not going to jail. The percentage of me not going to jail for the rest of my life. The percentage of not being consumed by the streets. The percentage of, you know what I'm saying? Yo, like, I'm fighting all of this shit, man, because of my father. And when I say, like, I really start understanding this shit, but nobody breaks it down. They only break it down in a like a goofy, spooky way or something like that. They never break it down to where it really makes sense. And it just always was confusing. But when I understand, like, it's really like I'm fighting against my own fucking self through the DNA of my father and my mother, but in certain different ways. But a lot of things about my mom, I can't even say that I even don't want. Because I want a lot of things my mom, as far as my mama have, because she's more independent and she's more driven and drive to be greater in where she at. You know what I'm saying? She got a minimum, of course. That's what I deal with, minimum. Doubt, mistakes, different things like that, situations which everybody do. But it feel like I gotta lean towards more of her because I can't be him. I can't lean towards that. But I can lean towards artisizing and making it better and developing it every day into being better for me. Using it for my abilities. But the percentages I'm fighting, boy, I swear, I promise you, I'm fighting them all. And I've been winning some and I've been losing the hell out of some. I ain't gonna lie. I've been losing some and I've been winning some and losing the hell out of some with this life and myself. It's almost what, 2:30. We'll be back with another one. I ain't gonna sit on there too long. Well, a lot of people be sleepy. Then they ain't even pushing my videos out no more. That's crazy, man. I ain't never got on here and not always get my shit boosted. Like, damn, can I get at least, can y'all boost my shit to 50, 60 people? God damn, this shit ain't got nothing on it. I'm getting my people, but god damn. Where my boost at for new followers? This shit ain't right. Like the third day.